So this sign means there might be deer around here. Deer around here.
They have a life of their own.
Here's our classic crosswalk. We have to yield to pedestrians that might be wanting to cross right there, if there were any. This is an object marker, so it just warns you there's a new chunk of cement right there, and stay to the left of the cement. Don't run over the chunk of cement. That's basically all it's saying. Helpful for nighttime. And another one, there is a new chunk of cement. Stay to the left of the chunk of cement, basically. And another chunk of cement. Stay to the left of the chunk of cement, again.
Oh please, storm-felled trees. Oh, the fight over who's right. Trying to remember.
Turning left here, so we're waiting for any cars coming straight. We're gonna yield to them.
Like trying to memorize the Bible backwards to the start and reciting it from the heart.
This sign means share the road with bikes or cyclists, in other words. There's no designated bike lane, so cars and bikes need to share the same space.
I'm right, therefore I fight.
The sign warns us that we cannot keep going in a straight line. Our road is going to curve basically a 90-degree curve up ahead pretty soon. And it's recommending that we go 30 kilometers an hour. But since this sign is on a yellow background, it's not the actual law. It's just highly recommended. In other words, you won't get a speeding ticket if you're going 35, but it's good to stick to these. I would recommend to stick to the recommendations. These are called chevron signs. They just help us around the curve to figure out which way the road is going. Very helpful for dark, rainy nights. Looks like there's not much streetlights, not many streetlights in this area. This area is very dark. Just want to point out here, these pedestrians are walking on the safest side of the road because they're facing the traffic that is closest to them. This sign warns us there's a stop sign coming up soon, so we need to prepare, we need to get ready to stop. So this sign warns us there's a bump ahead. There's a bump in the road. It's often a speed bump, sometimes called a speed hump. That arrow means it's coming soon, so maybe a good idea to reduce our speed a little bit. And another classic crosswalk. It looks like the bump is actually right on top of the crosswalk, or the crosswalk is on top of the bump. So just designed to get us to slow down a little bit around a place where there might be pedestrians there. So this sign warns us that there is an intersection coming up soon, and it's on the left. And another bump in the road, and it's actually right here, right now. Another stop sign coming up soon. We need to be prepared to stop. In other words, we don't want to be speeding up too much. The sign is kind of interesting because it looks like a school zone, except that's a crosswalk sign, but it's kind of pretending to be a school zone because it has those hours, 30 kilometers, 8 to 5, Monday to Friday, or whatever it says on there. I can't actually read it right now, but normally a school zone sign would be in a different shape, but because that is actually a crosswalk warning sign, school crosswalk warning, but it looks like a school zone, kind of looks like a school zone. Seems to be a school zone. So that sign says hidden driveway. It means there's a hidden driveway very close around here somewhere. It doesn't say if it's on the right or left. So we just want to be aware of cars coming out of there possibly.
Take me home.
Maybe it's that one there, or maybe it's that one.
As you make the bed.
Or both. They're both kind of hidden.
So we must lie.
This is just a crosswalk warning sign to telling us there's a crosswalk coming up soon, and if we look farther ahead, we can see it's right there. So we need to be doing a scan on the left and right edges of the crosswalk, see if there's anyone around there that might be crossing.
No one knows.
Or might be maybe about to cross the road. And there it is. And the sign warns us there's a curve coming up soon. The road will be curving to the right. It doesn't say that we should slow down, so that means we should be able to keep going at the speed limit here without any problem. It's not too crazy of a curve. And that's the back of the school zone sign right there. Again, this is a weird school zone that's not usually the shape that you need to be looking for, but in this case it seems to be the end of the school zone. So this is an orange construction sign. I can't really read it, but any sign that's orange is either construction or a temporary sign, temporary road work, temporary something. There's some information there. So the top sign means that our road is going to get narrow soon, narrower. And another bump sign, which we can see the bump is right there. And there it is. This one's hard to see, but it's a white and black 30 sign hiding in the tree there. So that means the speed limit is a maximum 30 kilometers per hour, 24 hours a day, every single day of the year. More bumps here. Trying to get us to slow down, it seems. And another stop sign coming up soon, and another object marker in the middle of the road. There's a chunk of cement in the middle of the road. Stay to the right of that. In other words, just watch out for the chunk of cement. It's a lot harder to see in the dark in the rain. There's another one, just warning you, there's that chunk of cement in the middle of the road. Keep to the right of the cement.
I was old, I was young, I was sitting in the sun.
So now our speed limit changes back to 50 because it just told us that it was 30. We turned onto a new street and now it's telling us it's 50 again. And it's white and black, so it's 50 maximum 24 hours a day every day. And another object marker in the middle of the road there telling us keep to the right of the barrier. Seems to be a lot of those. Those are common. Helps to avoid head-on collisions. Traffic lights coming up soon because if you can take a look, it's really hard to see the traffic light from here. You can't really see anything. You can just see some bushes, those trees. You can just see those trees and you can't really see very far ahead, so it's just warning you. There's the traffic lights coming up. There they are. And a bunch of signs here. If you look at the yellow one, kind of straight ahead, it means the road ends there, so cars either need to turn right or left. There's another object marker saying stay to the left or right of that chunk of cement barrier. There's a crosswalk here. We would need to yield to any pedestrians that might be wanting to cross right there. And then we've got two yield signs, so we know if we yield to pedestrians, then we can roll up and see if there's anyone to yield to in terms of traffic. And if there's no one to yield to, we can just keep going. And again, a couple little chevrons there to help guide us which way to go. Again, a lot more helpful when it's really dark and rainy. And another 50 sign in case we weren't sure what the speed limit is. It's white and black regulation sign, so it's 50, our maximum all day, every day. So that's a school warning sign, but it doesn't have a speed limit with it, so it's still 50. Because we're not supposed to be psychic when we drive, we're just supposed to go by the road signs. So we had a 50 sign, This is just warning us there's a school crosswalk coming up soon. And another one, there's a school crosswalk coming up soon. We can see it right there. It has a flashing green light. So we just need to be aware and look out for that. It might be changing yellow. There might be students wandering around if it was a school day. Some flashing green, pedestrian controlled light. Watch out for Canadian deer. We are up in the mountain right here. I've seen cougars here. I've seen bears. And another school crosswalk is coming up soon, so we just need to be aware of that. We don't want to be going too fast. This just warns of a traffic circle or a roundabout coming up soon. We know we can't really go too fast. Another object marker and crosswalk. We would be scanning the left and right edges there, make sure there's no, just check it out, see if there's any pedestrians wanting to cross there. We would have to yield to them. And there's our yield sign, so we would have to yield to our left if there was any car already going around the circle. And straight ahead we have that object marker telling us we need to go around to the right, even if we're turning left. And another crosswalk. So here we have a curve warning sign. The road will curve to the left soon. And we've got a grade or hill warning sign telling us our road will be going in a downhill kind of a way pretty soon. And some more chevrons here. And some more object markers there. There's another pedestrian warning sign. There's a crosswalk coming up soon. And there it is. So again, we want to be checking both sides, see if there's any pedestrians about to cross or wanting to cross. We should stop and let them go as long as it's safe to stop.